Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For those watching for the first time, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It's designed to show just the essentials so that you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. I won't talk about fighting specific enemies unless they're very difficult, but I will show you where to go and what to do. Today we're playing the Ninja, which is an excellent top-down kind of shooting action game on the Sega Master System. You might be wondering, why do we need a walkthrough for this? It looks fairly linear. But there's these hidden green scrolls, and you can't actually get the proper ending unless you get all 5 of those green scrolls. So let's jump into the game and have a look at some basic controls first. So you'll come into this level here, and you'll see various enemies. So basically, if you hit the 2 button, that's on the right of the controller, you'll fire straight up, no matter what direction you're facing. So I'm facing down, I hit 2, I fire straight up. If you hit the 1 button, you'll fire in whatever direction you're facing. So yeah, be aware those buttons are quite different and you'll need to use both of those. The 2 button is really useful for if enemies are above you but you don't want to turn around to hit them. The other thing you can do is hit both buttons at the same time, and that'll let you go invisible. So you can go invisible without shooting, but often you'll accidentally shoot when you do it. There's also this little hidden trick. You'll get score based on your hit ratio, but if you go in and just fire at this tree for ages, you'll get a hit ratio of 0, which gives you heaps of score. Something a little bit cool to keep in mind. Alright, let's make a start. So coming into the first level is where our first scroll is. You can see I got the scrolls on the top left there, and we'll cross those off as we go through. There's 5 scrolls all up in the game. Our first one's just here. And when I talk about scrolls, I'm really talking about the green scrolls. So you'll see soon a red scroll. And if we get that red scroll, it lets our little throwing star thing go through multiple enemies. So I just got the red scroll before, and now I've got the blue scroll, which will speed me up as well. But that was the green scroll just there, so we can tick off our first green scroll. Once you have the red and the blue scroll, they're sort of optional, but they tend to stick around. Whereas with the green scrolls, they're the things you need to 100% complete the game. So let's keep going. We won't see another green scroll on this level. But if you do happen to die and lose your red and blue scrolls, you can get more from various enemies throughout the game. So a little bit about strategy. This guy will throw his wrench around in circles, so you just got to stay inside or outside that. If you want to try and get 100% hit ratio to get more points, what you can do is line up multiple enemies and then fire through them all. Just like these little dog things here. You'll see me run down until they're lined up, and then I'll fire through and try and hit multiple enemies with one throwing star. This level's really easy to get 100% hit ratio on, because in reality you actually get over 100%. Because when you hit 2 enemies with 1 bullet, that kind of like ups your percentage. But anyway, keep getting the enemies on screen, running back down to lure them in, and then trying to hit them. This guy will throw stuff directly out in front of him, or to whatever direction you are, so you just got to be careful of that. Our next scroll's coming up in this one, level 4. So we'll go through here. You just want to head up through this first section, and the scroll will be on one of the statues on the left here. So you'll see me get underneath that and shoot a couple times. The scroll will appear. I don't think you'd have much luck of finding that without a walkthrough back in the day. But I'm sure some people did. Alright, so we got that scroll from level 4. We're just going to come through and fight the boss here. And then we've got level 5, which is an interesting one. If you fire straight left or right, you would tend to hit the enemies, which are kind of just above or just below you. Their hitbox is pretty big as well as your bullet, so it's pretty easy to hit them. You're just going to make sure you clear them out quickly, otherwise you're going to start dying. Remember, you've got that invisibility thing, so if you press both buttons at the same time, you'll go invisible and you won't get hit. So that's really good to use there. Alright, coming up is level 6, and we do have another scroll in this level. So just stand underneath this tree here and you should get it. Alright, and next one, level 7. I should tick off that scroll. So this level's pretty straightforward. You just run to the left, hit the people. It's not too difficult. Alright, level 8. We got another scroll in here. Alright, so these green guys, if you don't kill them quickly, they'll circle around you, just like these ones as well. So with enemies in this level, you have to be really, really careful. Alright, scrolls up here, you just stand under that tree, come back down. Yeah, see those ninjas circling around you? That is really bad when they get going, because they go really quickly and then you die. If they do start circling around you, just got to keep shooting. I would prefer shooting upwards with the 2 button and just hope that you hit them. Alright, level 9, we have another scroll here. And this scroll sort of triggers in the secret ending for us. The scroll's literally just up the top there. So you go up the right, you hit the scroll, and then you don't even need to do the rest of the level. So take a note of this. Third stone lantern, throw your knives 3 times and then disappear 3 times. So we got to remember that. Alright. Throw out the stone lantern. So we're going to throw knives 3 times and disappear 3 times. Remember to disappear, you just hit both buttons. And that opens up the staircase to the real ending. If you don't do that, you'll just loop through this game forever. Alright, in this area. Now take note of which direction I go, because only one way is the correct way, the others are like a dead end. The enemies in this level, if you go down to get them off screen, and when you come back up again, they will respawn, and that's the only place in the game they do that. So pretty much this level, you just got to run to the end and really hope for the best. Alright, and we've beaten that enemy, and that's everything. Alright, so that's all for the ninja. I hope you were able to get the best ending by watching this. It is a really difficult game, so just stick at it and you'll eventually get there. If you liked this, I have other walkthroughs like it on the channel, and a subscription is always appreciated. Hopefully this was helpful, and thanks for watching.